So I hosted Jo Jorgensen for her Northern California tour when she was running
Libertarian candidate 2 years ago. Most people, unfortunately, well, maybe more of my audience will know who Jo Jorgensen is.
Yeah, but a lot of people won't know who she is. Yeah,
yeah.
But she was the Libertarian candidate for president, right? So she did her Northern California tour. So I had her at she had reached out and said, "Hey, I love what you're doing with the schools, and can we host at one of your campuses? Is a big campus. Can we host there?" So I said, "Sure, no problem." She's like, "Will you MC the event?" I'm like, "Yep, no sweat." So I MC the event and get to introduce this political, candidate or whatever, right? And that was the first time I'd ever even talked to Jo. We ended up going out to dinner afterwards with a bunch of people, and cool lady. But at the event, I had people come up to me and they're like, "Look, we're really confused about you in particular." I'm like, "Okay, this isn't about me. We're here for Jo Jordan." Like, "No, but we're looking stuff up as we're sitting here about who you are. And this is a little bit confusing. And we think you're kind of like, I don't know, you're running this school, and we look at the way that the school is run, and it's got almost kind of this democratic feel to it. And there's this freeness and openness to it. So we're looking at that and we're going, okay, well, the guy's clearly a Democrat and sides with, the democratic principles." And then we look and we go, wait a second. You're hosting Jo Jorgensen right now and you're introducing her. So now we're like, no, he's libertarian, but you're also very pro-business from what we can tell. And you did a movie with Dennis Prager, and we saw this event that you and Dave Rubin did together, but I thought so we're thinking you're Republican. So we're really confused on what you are. And I'm like, so what about me is making you think I'm any of these things? Let's unpack all of those. So we started unpacking the whole, we want to put somebody in a box based on something else, right? And I got them to see that they were just having a hard time fitting me in a box when I said at the end of the day, none of those. Hey, here's your secret. At the end of the day, I don't even vote.
There you go.
All done. So now I'm none of those, right? I've got friends who are all three. I did this movie, but the movie was more about education, right? Dave Rubin and I did an event together, and Dave is the one that kind of showed me, because he was attacked kind of verbally at that event. And he showed me very tactfully how to walk people backwards based on their own words and continuously asking questions versus fighting back. He just asked them questions to clarify and to clarify further and to clarify a little more. And ultimately got down to the point where they couldn't actually articulate a real, true, provable argument. And they walked away and went, okay, I might not know exactly what I'm talking about. And so I've been trying to do the same thing. So it's a long-winded way to say, I think it's got to be these conversations and good questions.
I love the fact because you and I are surrounded by some guys, John Vroman, John Berghoff, a lot of guys that ascribe to that methodology of the real intelligence going forward is the ability to ask better questions. Like I said earlier, information is democratized. We can look up anything.